Creating plots using the FIRS mapping tool. From the Design Inventories menu, choose Design using Mapping tool. There's a requirement for using the mapping tool that you already have inventories and strata already set up. If you don't, you can create many using this additional tool, or you can design the inventory and strata manually, as shown in previous videos. In this video, we'll assume that we already have an inventory and strata set up. So select Design using Mapping tool. So you'll see a mapping tool in here. We can zoom in to somewhere where we might have a plantation or a forest. In that area, we can digitize that forest. So we start with the polygon tool, and we can digitize. You can use the scroll wheel to scroll in and out as you digitize. If you miss something, you can use the vertex editing tool to fix it up. Always remember to click Save once you've done that. Once we have created our forest boundaries, we need to apply some attributes. So over in the left-hand side here, we can select an inventory, and we select a stratum, and click Save. You'll notice now when I hover over it, it has the inventory and stratum put in it. If you want an additional polygon, we can create an additional polygon. I won't. We can select out hollows in the middle by using the cutting tool. And I'll need to attribute that polygon as well. Click Save. So notice now I have two polygons in the same inventory. If you already have your forest boundaries already set up in your own GIS, you can load up a shapefile. But the shapefile needs to be zipped and it needs to be in latitude and longitude. So you can just choose the file from your drive and then upload it. If you have the fields called inventory and stratum in there, and they match the inventory and stratum in FIRS, they will automatically be attributed. Otherwise, you'll need to attribute them manually. Once you've got your forest selected, forest mapped, you can select it. And I use the Select by Stratum checkbox here, so that both polygons will be selected. Over on the right-hand side, we can either create plots for a whole inventory or just a stratum. In this case, we'll choose the whole inventory. We can choose the plot layout type, being either grid or randomly located. And if we choose grid, we can choose the orientation angle and the grid spacing. If we choose random, we can select the number of plots we want to put in. So in this example, we'll use the grid. I'll put in a random angle, and we'll put in a spacing of 150 meters. And we'll create the plot layout. So it's put in plots on a grid at 150 meter spacing on a random angle. These are not yet FIRS plots, they are just locations that have been created. Once they've created, we can convert the plots locations to FIRS plots. So we'll convert it for the whole inventory. And here we have to enter some additional information, such as planting year, planting month, default species, measurement level, shape, and the plot size as I've selected fixed area. And we're going to click Save. 24 plots have been created. And you'll see now they've got plot numbers on them. They're ready to go. So if we go over to the Design Manually section now, or alternatively to the Inventories menu option, when we find that inventory, expand it, you'll see now there are 24 plots in there. If I select one of those plots, you'll see they have a longitude and latitude, and this will be downloaded to FIRS DC so that the mapping feature can be used to help locate those plots in the field. So you've just created a new set of plots using the FIRS mapping tool.